Are we on? Yeah,
And we're
live.
on it.
And we are back after a bit of a snafu.
Don't mention it, just we'll let it out. Just start talking about the beta again.
Just in case there's a cut. But yeah, what was the last thing recorded, do you think, Stephen?
It was
Say
just,
that Sony are classing it as a legacy platform.
yeah.
Yeah, they're classing it as a legacy platform. They're probably putting it out to pasture, basically. It wasn't a very memorable system. It was overpriced. It was clunky. It might have had good games, but it just wasn't worth the price tag, really.
Mm. Well,
Like,
at least they
So
can use it
I
as
picked mine up
as a
second hand, and
Wii
I
U
don't
now.
regret it.
yeah, I
I didn't
might.
find it clunky at all. I found it quite pleasant to use.
Well, like I had a PSP and I found that clunky, and the PS Vita looks even bigger. Like
Yeah, it just seemed to be the PSP, but better. The
Mm.
second analog stick, it just everything worked so nicely.
that probably helped a bit. Maybe someday I might get a second hand one, but I'm not that sorry to see it go either. So yeah. What was up next? So,
Anime,
As a non-gamer, I
very
just have
cinematic.
to say, don't cry for me, PS Vita.
yeah. Okay, in anime news then, we shall go to Mary, who has a bit of news for us this week.
Yeah, it's all about Dragon Ball really at the moment. Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Z Resurrection F is coming out in America soon, about August, and they're going to be having an English dub, as well as that Todd Haberkorn, who was in God so much anime. Um, he's like the main fella in Natsu and Fairy Tail, and he was in the likes of Orin and a whole load of other shows.
yeah,
He has been announced as Jacko, who is a character from Galactic Patrolman, a manga that came out by the Dragon Ball director Akira Toriyama a long
yeah,
time back.
yeah.
So he's joining in.
Yeah, so so it's really good to see that like the show's coming back with a bit of kick to it as well. Like we were just saying as well, Revival of F is doing gangbusters over in Japan as well. So I imagine it'll do well here too.
It's raking it in. And they're
Yeah,
having a theatrical run over in America soon. So hopefully we might see some of that action over here.
I
Because I
imagine.
know
Yeah,
manga Entertainment are after getting the license for the film. And there have been hints and rumours going around that there might be a short theatrical release here.
yeah.
So
I imagine it'll be a very limited release though.
oh yeah, probably like the Lighthouse Theatre and maybe a few international Japanese festivals.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's better than none.
Pretty cool. What else do we got?
Oh, by the way,
We
one thing,
have
has anybody
Death
seen
Note
that
as well.
Gatchaman revival?
Sorry, what you say, man?
Did anybody see, Mary, did you see that Gatchaman revival they had a while ago?
They really
No,
expensive
I
to
haven't
pull that
but
reboot.
No, not the film, the new OVA.
All right.
It was basically, it was like if all the Gatchaman were from were alien empowered, and they have different looks and powers, and then they had to fight people using Facebook.
that sounds yeah, that sounds like an anime really. But yeah, I haven't heard that anywhere.
No, I can't remember what the subtitle was. It was Gatchaman something or other. Uh, so I'll look that up. But I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Uh, but it's a nice little one. It's kind of odd, but it's fun. And one of the Gatchamans is actually just a tiny anthropomorphic panda. No explanation
Yeah.
other than he's an alien.
What are you talking about? There doesn't need to be an explanation.
Yeah, yeah, you're right there. But
Uh,
yeah, if go ahead and move on there. That's all I had to say about that.
That was interesting anyway. Next up is Death Note is in a live action TV series over in Japan. And it's
yeah,
coming out in July as far as I hear. So
Yeah,
that
this
looks
sounds
interesting.
interesting.
And like what we were saying before, live action doesn't really sit well with anime fans because
Yeah.
probably all heard of it at some point. The Dragon Ball American live action film that came out a few years back. You know,
I'm sorry, I just got a bit sick here right now.
Uh, Evan just got a little
yeah,
now.
that's the American remake. However, the Japanese can do it a little better.
Yeah,
So according, like, it's not going to be repeating the same script as the TV or as the anime and as the manga, because the producer came out the other day that they are taking an entirely different story than the original manga. So it shall be interesting. Um,
yeah.
I've
I
seen,
think,
I've seen
yeah,
pictures of the cast and it looks good.
yeah. I think it looks. I think no, not it looks. I think it sounds like it could be a great kind of little crime procedural. I feel in the vein of Dexter or something like that, because
Mm,
that's kind of what the anime was like, nearly to an extent, like just Light just being the bad guy, trying to be the good guy, that kind of thing.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh, any other news then?
Apart from that, it's been a pretty big weekend for anime licenses because
Yeah.
the London MCM Expo just ended there on Sunday night, and the top four anime companies over here, Anime Limited, Animatsu, Manga Entertainment, and MVM, they just announced a whole new load of licenses for new anime to be bringing out in the next year. So we got
Stop. Stop for a second, Mary. Sorry. Sorry. Stop for
uh,
1 second. Guys, did you catch that audio, or was it garbled for everyone?
It was a little garbled.
Can you say it again, Mary? Sorry.
yeah, sure. MCM London Comic Con ended on Sunday, and
Yeah, you
a
sound like you're
whole
auto tuned.
new.
Sorry about that, Mary.
Sorry.
You sound like
Can
you're
you
one of
hear
those
me?
auto-tuned news broadcasts, like unbreakable,
I'd
unbreakable
be
Kimmy
the
Smith.
opposite.
We're just kind of losing you, I'd say. This is going to be so much fun to edit.
Yeah,
What should we
Bagsy, you
do?
were doing this.
Okay. Yeah, I will do the editing this week. Yeah. All right. Try talking again, Mary.
Okay, I'll give it another go. MCM London Comic Con ended on Sunday, and a whole new load of anime licenses were just announced by Anime Limited, Animatsu, Manga Entertainment, and MVM. So
Yeah.
there's a whole load new of new titles coming out in the next year. So let's see, Animatsu just announced 7 licenses. So they've gotten a certain masculine index, Black Bullet, Golden Time, Parasite, and Trigon X. All of them, they don't have a date yet,
Yeah.
so that doesn't say it won't be happening very soon. A certain scientific railgun is coming out this summer on Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah.
The Knights of Sidonia we were talking about earlier were
Yeah.
financed by Netflix.
Yeah. We
I
were
really
saying
liked the
like
first season of that one. I
yeah,
really did like
Liked
it.
it.
it was really kind of real good looking, like, and did 3D cell shading really well as well.
Yeah,
It's
interesting enough ideas as well, like the kind of the intergenderness of it and the way the aliens worked and everything.
yeah. Be interesting to see where they go, and hopefully they'll have a bit more CG effects as well. They had to recycle a lot of the scenes in the first season, which was a
Mm.
shame.
Yeah.
But but yeah. Anything else then, Mary?
Yeah, that's going to be coming out on Blu-ray and DVD in August with a deluxe collector's edition coming out on Blu-ray soon after, I think.
Mm.
They also
Yeah.
announced they're after getting the Parasite live action film, so that should be coming out within the next year, hopefully, as well as
Yeah.
Noah Zero, which will be having both series, and they're coming out, say, around Christmas time. Uh,
Yeah.
Anime Limited have 3 announcements. They're after getting the second season of Durara, which is pretty epic anime, I must say.
I've
It
been really
features
meaning to check that one out.
hmm?
I've mean to check that out. I heard it's very good.
Oh, it's brilliant. I think it's after coming out on standard DVD as well, actually, so it's a lot cheaper now to buy.
Yeah.
So they're after getting second season of that, as well as Fuse and Memoirs of a Hunter, which will be coming out in August on DVD and Blu-ray. And they're after getting Sword Art Online Season 2, which is pretty interesting, seeing as manga entertainment as the previous license.
I'm just looking at the pictures for Al Noah here, and I really want to watch it now. Actually, that looks really nice, I must say.
Yeah, it is an interesting one. I haven't actually heard of it before, so this should be good.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Anything else then before we finish up on the anime there?
Yeah, I'm just going to fly through the next couple of releases.
Yeah.
Manga Entertainment got the license for the new Dragon Ball Z film, Resurrection F, but there's no announcement yet as for the date. And they also
Yeah.
got the 3 Puella Magi Madoka Magica movies. It's a long title, but it's supposed to be kind of Death Note Star meets really girly anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've
hear
never
it's a
seen
lot
it, so
more
it's supposed
sinister
to
than it
be really
sounds.
weird.
What you say, Steven?
It's I've heard stuff about that. It's like kind of like a magic girl anime, but it's got a real like sinister psychological twist in it. And
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too.
yeah, do you know if that's actually just a compilation of the first season, those movies, or they're made into several movies, or is it? Because I read that and I was wondering. It sounds like they're just editing some of the actual first series into several movies, but
Well, as far as I
they're
know,
separate from the TV series from the OVA.
well, part 1 and part 2 are retellings of the series, as far as I'm aware, and part
Okay.
3 is actually a sequel.
Ah, so it might be just like kind of a Brotherhood thing where they retell it in a completely different style, like they did with Full Metal Alchemist, but in a
Yeah, as
movie
far as I
format.
understand it is. I still have to watch it myself.
Yeah. Um.
Let's see. MVM definitely came out on top this weekend for anime releases because they announced 11 licenses.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
nuts,
review
actually.
quite a bit for them, so it's going to be interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. They have
Okay.
Sorry?
Say
you're going
again.
to say
Sorry.
something there?
No. What did you say? I said. Sorry.
Oh, I'll go say I'll go run through the MVM releases and just fly past them.
Alright, go for
Yeah.
it, go for it.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
Alright. Amnesia Collection is coming out on July 6th on DVD and Blu-ray. Busho Shiki, no date announced yet for that. Captain Earth is coming out in 2 parts, with part 1 happening on July 13th and part 2 coming out shortly after on September 14th. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works the TV series is coming out on DVD and Blu-ray, but no date announced yet for that. There's no dates either for Flowers of Evil, Hidamari Sketch Season 1, Kami-sama Kiss Season 2, Kill Me Baby, and Coffer. They also got the license for, I know, there's just some weird names in this.
Oh
Love
no,
Live Season
they're
1.
just they're delightful. Excuse me.
Delighted.
Love Live Season 1 is coming out in Collector's Edition on July 27th, with Blu-ray coming out next year with the English dub, as well as getting the license for Season 2. Then they have Love, Election and Chocolate, Maid-sama, Nyankoi, Outbreak Company, Botokano, Rikan, Rosa Maiden, Spellen, Samurai Harem, Sazumi-san at Gembarni. I can't even pronounce these. So I can play H, and they all have no date announced at the moment. But the last one is Mulov Alternative
Okay.
Total Eclipse, coming out in two parts, with part one on 24th of August and part two in 19th of October. Yeah, that's everything.
Oh, okay.
It's actually good
Okay.
stuff to look forward to.
We made it. Like, well done for managing to get all of them out. This, like, this is probably one of the big. This is probably the stuff we'll have in a long while, I'd say, because that was a ton of releases and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly. They mainly only just release them like May, and the October London cons is when the big releases come out.
yeah. Oh dear. Well, sure. We got through that okay anyway. We should get it through it again. Thanks a million for that, Mary. And
Yeah, guys.
anything you guys. Last thing to do now is anything you guys want to say.
Well, just on the Superman TV, Supergirl TV pilot, where me and James are as far as they're concerned, leaked is in parentheses. It seemed very
Yeah,
as you were saying,
a pristine leak, as
very
they could say.
high
Like,
Like,
quality.
you couldn't have asked for a better copy to turn up online.
Seems very convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
like it just like the same thing happened with Flash and
yeah,
Constantine, and they weren't perfect copies. Like Constantine actually did change a few things after they changed one of the characters,
Yeah.
uh, and edited some things out how they could write her out, how they
They
could write her
did
out
some
after the
weird
pilot.
reshoot
Yeah,
so she could not be in it anymore.
yeah. So like, but it was basically the same thing, except at the end she was written out more than she was written out instead of oh we'll go on with her kind of thing,
wait,
you know.
Stephen, say that
Has anyone watched the leaked
again.
copy?
You're break. Oh God, I'm losing everyone.
But can you? We're having some trouble hearing you as well,
Are
Evan.
you back?
I think we've lost them.
No way.
No, we don't want to start this all over
Uh,
again.
We're still live. The
Yeah,
only thing we can talk about is the TV bit, and then that's it. So,
yeah. Uh, well, I basically I think we'll carry on like, and we'll just sound off
Yeah.
Evan if
Okay.
you can.
Start.
Yeah.
oh,
Basically, yeah, it just looks like it's been done on purpose by the studios. Fair play to them. If people want to watch it, I wouldn't be too worried about it. It's a pilot. It's when you watch the main part show a lot more will make a big difference, you know.
it could be that they're confident in the show that they're releasing it this early or leaking it or
Yeah,
whatever for buzz.
mm.
yeah, no, that could be the case.
Has anyone watched it?
No, I haven't watched it yet, but I have it maybe hard. Uh,
Yeah.
I haven't hard.
My good friend Pirate Steve got let me watch it,
Yeah,
and
it wasn't me, by the way.
no, you're Steven. This guy is Pirate Steve.
Okay,
He doesn't like to be called Steven.
I go by Buccaneer Stephen. You know.
Yeah. And my opinion of it is that it's quite a likable show. The lead actress does a really commendable job of being this kind of like, bright, kind of like happy character,
Mm,
but still with a slight tinge of sadness because of the whole background.
yeah,
And like, it might not be aimed. It is a tweener kind of like audience they're looking for,
yeah,
but it still is like, like most good kind of like, stories. If it's told well, even if it's aimed at tweeners, like, other people can watch it and
yeah,
not actually gonna go ugh.
Do you think you might get to the accessibility of say Veronica Mars, where it is kind of young 20s teens?
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
the first episode lays down the universe it's inhabiting really quickly.
Mm.
Like you're talking within 15 minutes she's in the costume.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So that's pretty good.
So it's not a Smallville.
Ah,
Like, it'll take 10 years to get him into that costume.
and even then you won't see him in the costume.
Yeah, and it's like up until then, he didn't even. I think it was like the ninth series before he had any proper costume that wasn't even Supermanish.
Yeah, yeah.
The
This
eighth or
one,
ninth season, like
I'm like, yeah, it's interesting stuff. I quite enjoyed it for what it was.
yeah,
I wouldn't
I
be
don't know.
like,
Watch
on
it
the
with interest.
haterade.
But yeah. One thing I would want to mention is that I did actually go and see Fury Road, Mad Max, over the
Oh,
weekend. Has everybody else seen that?
How was
It was basically one thing I do want to say is I'm gonna first of all, before I say that, I'll invite Evan back in just to see if he can get back in there. Yeah, one thing I'll say to it, I want to give a proper shout out to the hero of Mad Max Fury Road, which is that bolt cutters. Never has a set of bolt cutters ever been more pivotal in a movie. Think about it. How many
yeah.
times did they use that bolt cutters? Not no, just it's just a weird thing. If that bolt cutters got lost in the middle of a movie, so much of it wouldn't happen. It's I really enjoyed it though.
You have to admit,
It was
it's
it
an
was incredibly
exceptionally
great.
well realized movie.
Yeah. Oh no, no, and it didn't even need that much dialogue. There was no need for so much dialogue, so they didn't have it. It was great,
Yeah,
you know.
it's
Did you see it there, Mary?
No, I didn't actually.
Well, I
Last
wouldn't
movie I saw
recommend it.
was
Do you like an action
what?
film like that's straight up action? Can you put that put your mind away for? You don't even need to put your mind away that much. It's clever in its own way, but it's all visual.
Hmm. Might check out this weekend.
what was your last film you saw, Mary?
Oh God, I met watched Pitch Perfect there last week.
The
All
second one.
right. Is it worth seeing? I didn't hate the first.
It's
It wasn't even the first. It wasn't even the second one. I had to see the first one.
Oh, grief. Did you hate it?
No, it was good. It was funny.
Yeah,
They're trying to get everyone else to watch it now.
I see. Oh, good film is a good film. At the end of the day, if it's entertaining and makes you laugh, it's all good.
Okay, well,
True.
I think we'll wrap it up there, and we'll see if I'll just cover up here. Unfortunately, we've lost Evan, as you could probably tell from all the choppy in and outs here, even in the cut. But if I'll sign off there. Before we go, is there anything anybody's looking forward to the weekend or the next week coming up as far as movies, comics, manga?
I think we're in the great summer drought now of stuff happening.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, same here.
I think
Although
it'll be
I
like
am
a couple
looking
of weeks
forward
away. I
to
think.
hmm?
I think it's a couple of weeks away.
What?
Whether it'll come back big time with some of the bigger movies. I think in the middle of July we'll probably have a hit kick in again.
Oh, there has to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
There's
Ant-Man.
the
Keep on
next.
forgetting about Ant-Man.
It'd be so
Yeah.
small. He's useless. You know?
God, you're getting so much mileage out of that.
But, no, no. Personally, I'm looking forward to reading a good few things. It's mostly IDW this week. I want to finish off Dave, which is a very good little series about robots have taken over the world and have to defend it. Uh, and a cubicle jockey who has gotten bored of his post-war life, uh, having to rise up again. Uh, a lot of comedy in there. Uh, and the next Game of Thrones, it's going very well. We should have the big near ending turn soon enough. It's interesting what's happening at the moment. Um, a lot of people talking about the whole issue with Sansa there. I don't think it is even an issue.
That was a pop-up ad. Sorry, guys.
Okay. I thought it was you were talking about like you were talking about Kleenex or something there. Like, it's like,
I was actually
but
just checking out film releases for July, and I was like, pop-up ad just went, ha, gotcha.
yeah. How did you marry? Anything you looking forward to?
For this week, I'm going to try and get some more clamp manga done. Hopefully, get a start on Drug and Drop.
Yeah.
And as for movie releases, I'm really looking forward to Jurassic World.
Oh yeah, that's coming out soon enough, isn't it? It's within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
At least.
hopefully.
Yeah, it's not that far off. I'm not sure if it's this week, but it might be. It's definitely next week. If it's not, it's early June. It's fairly early June.
Well, that's good news anyway.
Yeah, and yeah. So that should be all. That should be all good. This is me, Stephen, signing off for poor Evan that we've lost in the ether. This is the internet for you, everybody. And we'll leave you with to say goodbye, James. Say goodbye to the people, everybody.
Bye, people.
Okay.
Bye.
First time we had Mary. Thank you, Mary, for coming on.
Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
having me.
And until we see you, well, we won't see you, but we'd like to see you. You seem like very sexy people out there. Until you hear us next week. Goodbye for now.